Making chocolate vegan cupcakes, and they're very easy, and let's get started. So you're going to need a lined cupcake tin, and this is going to yield about 12 cupcakes. Your dry ingredients will be 1 cup of unbleached flour, 1/3 of a cup of cocoa powder, 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 of a teaspoon of sea salt or any other salt. The wet ingredients are 1/2 cup of almond milk. You can use soy or rice. 1/3 of a cup of safflower oil, but you can use any oil that you'd like, any vegetable oil. 1/2 cup of coffee, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to combine the dry ingredients. So here's your flour, here's your cocoa powder. I'm going to add in the granulated sugar. And then the salts, the baking soda, and then baking powder. Make sure you get it all out. And you're just going to want to mix this pretty well. So just mix up the dry ingredients until they're really well combined. This will ensure that there's not a lot of lumps. I didn't sift the dry ingredients, but I would recommend sifting it. I just was lazy and I didn't sift it. So if you mix it well, usually it's not a problem. I just wait until it's kind of, the chocolate's kind of mixed in. Okay. And that's about good. This recipe is so easy. You're never going to want to use a cake mix again. And they're so much better. They taste so much better. And you can't even tell that it doesn't have dairy or eggs. I always thought you would be able to tell. I can't at all. And I've taken them to parties where there's a lot of non-vegan, non-vegetarians, and they absolutely love them. So I'm going to just add the oil, the coffee, and the coffee brings out the flavor in chocolate. So you could use all almond milk just as long as there's a cup of liquid. So you could even probably just use coffee. The vanilla. And then the apple cider vinegar, you're not going to taste it. It's basically helps them leaven. So the chemical reaction, I believe, from the apple cider vinegar and the baking powder helps leaven it, because usually the eggs kind of help the rise, and since we're not using that, then this is kind of acts as that. So let's just go ahead and mix this up for a minute. And then we're going to want to go back to the dry. And you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And these cupcakes are going to take between 18 and 20 minutes. They usually take around 18, depending on how hot your oven is. So you're just going to combine the wet and the dry together. And you want to pretty much just mix it until it's smooth. And I've made these, I've doubled the recipe, and so you just double the ingredients if you're making these for a party. But I'm just making them to have around the house, so don't need more than more than 12 around here because I'll eat them all. And that's the thing, even though it's vegan, it's still not healthy, really, because it has all the oil and flour. I did use unbleached flour, but it's still not that good for you. But anyway, so we'll just kind of make sure that this is kind of smooth. So, and then I'm going to use a ice cream scoop. It just makes everything uniform and just easy to just scoop it out and make sure that the cupcakes are the same size. So that looks about good. Right, so let me go ahead and scoop some into the bowl. And you want to just fill it up about 3/4 of the way. I'm going to go ahead and finish doing that, pop them in the oven, and the oven will be at 350, and you'll need to put them in for about 18 to 20 minutes depending how hot your oven runs. And just stick a toothpick in it. If it comes out clean, it's ready to go. And stay tuned for my next video. I'm going to do a vegan buttercream recipe. So thanks for watching. Bye.